All right. So why is it that this and other kinds of foods can cure cancer and other diseases in some people, but not in the other? Does it have anything to do with anything like maybe they suffer from self-loathing, so they don't have that
Yes.
self-healing ability or
Yes.
something, and I'm sure that
So
anything
there's
else.
there's many things. So some of us are just naturally better at healing ourselves.
Oh,
That's just something that comes in with us, so we're naturally better at it.
yeah.
Yes, your mental state, if you are somebody who leans a little bit more towards the victim mentality, you're going to have a lot harder of a time facilitating healing within yourself.
Okay.
And then he says, plain and simple, some people are just contracted to have diseases and illnesses, and it's part of what they're here to learn. And so they
Yeah.
won't be able to cure
Right.
themselves.
Right.
However, he says, even for people like that, if you're eating like the right foods and the superfoods and the combinations, maybe it'll help with your energy,
Mm,
maybe it'll help with your mood, that sort of thing. It might not cure you, but you're going to get some benefits of it.
okay. Can you list off any other superfoods that are very good for helping to heal the body?
Yeah. So, um, ginger,
Okay.
turmeric. Turmeric is one that absorbs better with actually black pepper and fats. Will absorb in better if you take turmeric with black pepper and
Yeah.
fats.
Okay.
Um, anything he says, anything organic for the most part, fruits and vegetables,
Yeah.
nuts, and
Right.
raw foods, and any of
Yeah.
that kind of stuff are all going to be really good for you. He said eggs. Eggs are actually quite good. They have quite a lot of healing benefits, even though they've been very controversial. Um,
Yeah, all right. I know that.
well, they were years ago with the cholesterol and
Oh,
the
that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he says the best in general, the best for humans to eat. So it, and he says the reason I didn't say there was one particular diet is because
Yeah.
there's many ways to do this, but eating an anti-inflammatory diet
Oh, okay.
is going to be the best for the human race. But you
Mm.
can keto is an anti-inflammatory diet. The zone
Paleo? The paleo diet, is that anti-inflammatory?
Yes, paleos can be anti-inflammatory. So what like for me personally, I don't do well with a vegetarian diet.
Yeah.
Um so but you can do a vegetarian diet that is anti-inflammatory, but it really is raw foods. It's not,
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff that's vegetarian and vegan that's processed.
Right. Right.
So you can be a vegetarian and eat anti-inflammatory diet. You can be keto and have an anti-inflammatory diet, and that is what's um, the diabetic diet is
Okay.
an anti-inflammatory diet.
Okay.
So that really is the best way to eat, and whatever works for you. He is also saying like there's a type of diet that's based on your blood type,
Oh,
and
yeah.
yeah, and
Right.
so he says there is really some validity to that. So for people who are really looking to do this, you should find out what your blood type is and find out, he says more specifically, what foods to eliminate based on your blood type. Okay. Um, yeah, you've got us muted because the dog. Yes. So what foods to eliminate? Not necessarily what ones to add in, but specifically the ones that need to be eliminated for your blood type. Is where the benefit of that diet is.
All right. Back on. We'll see how long that. So, are you saying all fruits are good for you? I mean, I went on a
No.
fruit, I got myself one of those little things that grind up, whatever juicer, and I gained so much weight.
Yeah. No. 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 Not all fruits are okay. So the fruits are all going to have nutritional value,
Right.
but yes, if you eat too much fruit, it can cause weight issues.
Right.
Um, certain people can't eat citrus because it causes other problems for
Okay.
them as far as like canker sores and cold sores and that too much acid. So no, it's not just a blanket fruits and vegetables. That's why you have to know specifically what do I need to eliminate,
Yeah.
you know.
Is it more
And
like berries, like blueberries? I know are supposed to be good. Acai, or however you pronounce it, berries are supposed to be good, right?
yeah, berries are So he says if we're breaking fruits down into categories, berries are one of the best. Bananas are excellent, although you can't overdo it with bananas.
Okay.
Um, melon for some people, fantastic, and for other people, no.
Okay.
Um, citrus for some people is excellent.
Okay. All right.
Um,
So, is there a food out there? Maybe we haven't even discovered it yet. Some sort of something in the Amazon. I don't know that would cure everything in people that can be healed.
honestly, he says aloe.
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 No.
Yeah, but it has to be really pure grade aloe. It has to be mixed with perhaps other things for
Okay.
certain people. But aloe is one that, there's always going to be the exception
Of
to the
course.
rule.
Check
But
with the
aloe's,
doctor.
yep, aloe's
Okay.
one that's really, really good for the anti-inflammatory. Yogurt, kefir, kefir, like the
Oh
with
yeah.
probiotics
Yeah.
is also really, really good for a majority of people.
Okay.
Um, that sort
Like
of,
that Yakut or whatever. Then those little tastes actually pretty good.
yeah.
Is there a kind of milk that's best for people if they had to choose a milk, like goat's milk
Well,
or human milk? I don't think they bottle that. Sell it
no,
in
they
Kroger.
actually they do. They do. You can buy human milk.
Oh wow.
Um,
Not in
yeah,
Publix. Yeah.
not no, not like that, but you can
Yeah.
do some research on it. You can buy
Okay.
it like athletes, some really elite athletes.
Oh wow.
Yep, drink human milk. Yeah.
Any other
Um,
non-human?
that would be the best. Honestly,
Of
Eric says that
course.
would be the best one. Would be the human milk.
Okay.
That the milk categories is a person to person. Some people do better with nut milks. Some people do better with goat milk. Some people do better with rice
How
milk.
do they milk the almonds though? I don't. I'm kidding. Okay, but of animals, what kind of milk is the best?
He says goat.
Yeah, I
Goat is the
figured.
best for us to consume.
All right.
Ugh,
Oh, it smells so bad. We
it's
understand that there's not one single diet that is good for every human being. However, can you tell us if there is any food that is unanimously bad for every, but other than processed food, okay? Is there one that's unanimously bad for every single human being?
no, no. Other than processed stuff, no, nothing that's unanimously bad.
Okay, that's good. All right, so this we're approaching this again. I think we probably answered it. I heard that grains were given to Earth to keep the humans, maybe by the bad Anunnaki, I don't know, to keep the humans subdued or in slavery mode. Is that true? And if you can elaborate more on that, like in which way grains affect our bodies? They started the agricultural movement, right? And we were taught that, I think, by the Anunnaki race, or I don't know, and that was their means to get the foot in the door to eventually get us to create grains that
We're subpar.
yeah, that subdue us
Yeah. So actually, Eric says there
instead of
is,
wild grains, which we used to eat. And out in
yeah. Well, so what he's saying is that we were given grains because we needed something so there wouldn't be so much famine. Okay, so it was to help us,
right.
but there was always the open door that it was going to become a negative thing. And and
Yeah.
and really what Eric is saying is that humans are the one that took it through that door.
Oh yeah. I
Okay?
believe it. Well, we started agriculture so that all of a sudden people didn't have to stay nomadic. And that means they could stay in one spot. And that means they build towns and
Mhm.
cities and governments and oppressive rulers, etc. That's
Yes.
where all that, and that's where I think the patriarchal society sort of took over.
Yeah. Yeah, but that has a lot to do with how we as a human race
Yeah,
took the
I got
direction we took.
I gotcha. Well, so what input did aliens have in grains, in the whole evolution of our grains in our diet, if any?
Um, well, how Eric puts it is that they were the ones that brought it here, but leaving the door open for how we took
Oh,
it.
okay. So they brought the wild grains, maybe?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, good. So
Yes, but
just
but
messed
it
up.
wasn't like the technology, like some of the technology that they brought here, they maintained a lot of control over.
I see.
This they didn't. They were like, "Here, let's see what you do with it."
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
see if you fuck it
she's
up.
gonna look the other way. I'm gonna read
Basically,
it.
Eric says, yeah, let's,
Of course, I know you did not say that.
no.
All right, so there's a lot of people say I'm like my husband says I won't eat anything with a face because it feels too bad. I said, well, you chicken. Well, it's got a face, okay, and he's
Yeah.
but he doesn't want to eat beef. He just thinks it's inhumane. And then a lot of vegetarians or vegans just they don't want to. They think it's cruel. But Eric one time said that no, I mean, the soul of an asparagus is just as valuable as the soul of a
Yes.
cow. You just have to grow the crops and raise the animals with love and gratitude.
Humanely as you
Humanely
can.
slaughter or harvest them humanely. Be respectful and thank you, so
Yes.
grateful because it's a contract between them and us to be eaten.
Yes.
So is
Yes.
that still true?
That's absolutely what he's saying. And
What you got to get broccoli, people? Okay.
for the people who choose this, it is more about their soul contract and just what makes them feel right.
Okay.
But he says if you expanded it out and then snapped your fingers and all of a sudden everybody on earth was vegan, basically maybe you could survive 10 years and the race would die out
Oh, wow.
because then all the animals and all the humans are eating the same stuff.
I see. Yeah.
So
Wow.
animals would starve and die, and this is not humane. So it's
Oh, I see.
there's just not a way to grow enough food
Just
for
a
us not
vegan
to
diet for everybody.
for
But
everybody.
dogs, our dogs going out and eating grass. They say, oh, it's because it got an upset stomach. But I hear that wolves out in the wild, they do eat like berries and
Mhm.
things like that. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah.
Why do our dogs, our little pet animals, go out and eat grass? Is it
Eric
because
says that
they're
is a
needed?
lot of times because their stomachs are upset and it will help them
Oh,
purge what's in there.
oh,
But sometimes it could be that they need a certain nutrient.
okay.
So if they needed the nutrient, they would not necessarily throw up the grass.
Oh, I see. So it seems like we should be able to eventually tap into our intuition and feel what we need, what our
Yes.
needs are nutritionally.
Yes.
Learn how to.
So for people, see, again, there's people who have if you're in a low vibration, you won't be able to do this, but through meditation, if you can connect to your spirit guides, if you're very good, if your mind body spirit connection is very good, you're going to know kind of instinctively what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You know, spicy food for some people, they just cannot do it. And other people, spicy food is actually very beneficial for them. So you have to have the mind body spirit connection to
Yeah.
recognize what is and is not working for you. And then sometimes Eric is saying sometimes for people you just have to eliminate everything except for,
Yeah.
yes, and to find out if you're somebody who has a lot of food issues or food allergies,
Yeah.
you can always get allergy tested. But if you don't want to do that, you eliminate. You
So
eliminate.
you do an allergy, you have me write up a script and do a frequency set for allergies.
Mhm.
And in the script, it's like not just seasonal allergies, but nuts and seafood. Does that really work on those things too?
Yeah,
For at least unless you have a irrevocable contract, then it won't work.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so one last thing, we will end off on broccoli. What's the deal about broccoli? Is that a superfood?
Yes. Broccoli is a superfood.
Why do so many people not like broccoli? I love it. I get my kids, oh, you're just pretend like you're a dinosaur and these are little bitty trees. Yeah.
Yeah, it's well, Eric said a lot of people don't like it because it smells like farts. Is what is
Oh,
what Eric said. So
but it's not like asparagus makes your pee smell like asparagus.
yes, but it is a strong. It's got a very strong flavor, a very earthy flavor. The
Okay.
same. Oh my god, I love these, and I can't. The little things that look like tiny cabbages. I love them, and I
Brussels
can.
sprouts.
Yes, thank you. Boom, right out
Yeah.
of my head. It's the same with that. There's something in both of those that has a very strong flavor for some people,
Yeah.
like cilantro. Cilantro for some people has such a
Love
horrible taste.
cilantro. Mm.
So he says a lot of people don't like it
Yeah.
because the way that they're like,
Fry it with bacon, it'll be okay.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
bacon bits. Ugh. Grilled
Yeah,
onions and Brussels sprouts, broccoli sprouts, Brussels sprouts, and some bacon in there. Yum.
yes. Yep. So it's just a part of your DNA makeup that might make it taste, like some people can taste the red dye,
Yeah. Oh,
and
really?
other people can't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What about, thought I was finished, but what about butter versus margarine?
Hands down, he says butter's better.
Yeah, because it's
I like,
more natural. I guess
yes.
it's best with lots of butter. That's all.
Yeah, the more natural, the more basically the less ingredients on the label, the better.
Oh,
In general,
yeah.
that's in generalities. The less ingredients on the label, the better.
Yeah, that makes sense. There was one other thing I was. Oh, any kind of sugar that's better than others? Fructose, cane sugar.
Yeah,
Uh,
cane sugar, brown sugar, those are like better sugars.
okay, okay. Oh, what about artificial sweeteners? Are they bad for us? All of them, or
Um, so if you're gonna, you are better off to stick with like a stevia or a what's
okay,
that, monk fruit, um, something that comes.
from
There's
monk fruit?
another one that he's showing me that I think it begins with a J. I don't know what it is though.
They can find out.
Um,
Y'all find
yeah.
out.
Those are definitely better than like the processed stuff, the
Okay.
artificial stuff.
Is there any sort of oil that's better for us than most of us than others, like extra virgin olive oil
Yeah,
or
so
canola, peanut?
fish oil is excellent, but if you're vegan, of course,
Yeah.
you wouldn't do that. So the extra virgin olive oil, um, the like the avocado oil. Do they make a walnut oil? Why is he talking
Oh,
about walnut?
yeah. Yeah.
Is there? Oh, there is a walnut oil.
Yeah.
That's
Well, let's put it this way. What oil is bad for us? Um,
you
just
know,
go.
I'll tell you. He says like the canola isn't great for a lot of people, and the vegetables not great for a lot of people. Some people do great with it, but like I don't know why this walnut oil. I'm gonna have to look into that. And the avocado oil. These are kind of and the olive
Coconut
oil. Those
oil?
are
Coconut oil, is that good for you?
yeah. Coconut oil is good, but some people are highly allergic to coconut.
Wow.
Coconut's
It's
one of
weird
those ones
because
that's great, but
one of my brother-in-law, he cannot eat peanuts, but he can eat a turkey fried in peanut oil. So
interesting.
it gets broken down or something. Anything else you have to say, Eric, about nutrition, food in general?
Yeah, really, he says it's very important to know yourself.
Yeah.
So a lot of this stuff is general, like in generalities. It's very important to know what you can and can't do.
Okay.
So that's really really important to figure that out.
Right. Anything we can do as a collective to fight against the food industry, the greedy ones at least?
That's just I'll get to that because I don't want to forget this other thing that he's told me.
Okay.
He's also said that actually for anybody who can do Reiki or can do energy work or run energy, he said to actually do some energy work on your food before you eat it is actually a
Oh,
really good idea. I didn't want to
okay.
forget that.
Yeah,
Um,
cool.
and then he said about the question that you asked, it's not insurmountable, but
It
it's
can be tough.
gonna take a long time.
Well,
You know,
boycott their shit. Or
yeah,
don't be unhealthy. Don't eat the crap that they try to feed you. Look at those
yeah,
labels. Some people even go around with the pendulum or their dowsing rods and look, is this good for me or bad for me?
yes, yes.
It's okay, sorry, I know I look like a freak, but I want to know if this is the right cantaloupe for me.
Yep. That's it. Like along the lines of the energy work,
Yes, right,
tuning into
right.
the energy and asking, is this one going to be good for me? And that cantaloupe might not be good for you, but it's good for the person coming along next.
That's right. Hey,
Um,
have this, dude. I'm not touching it. All right, sounds good. Anything else, Eric, before we close?
just he says just that I love you.
Okay, we're gonna get back to work. Jennifer, Eric, I love you both. You guys check her out at psychicmediumjenniferdorn.com. Got it right, buzzer.
Thank you. Love you.
Bye, love you too.
Bye.